Welcome to Travel in China. Today we'll guide you through the Chinese visa application process. We'll cover visa types, application procedures, required documents, and tips for a smooth process. Whether it's for tourism, business, study, or work, we are here to help. Let's start your journey to China. First, you don't need to worry about the whole process taking a whole lot of time, as the embassies and consulates whip up visas in 4 to 5 working days, with the pickup date marked on the receipt. In some special cases, they might need a bit more time, but don't worry, they'll let you know by phone or email. To keep things smooth, aim to submit your visa application about a month before your plan to travel. So, a visa is your ticket to enter, stay, or exit a country for a set duration, each with its own rules and conditions. The Chinese visa system offers a variety of types to match your travel needs. Amongst the various types, the tourist visa, or L visa, and the transit visa, G visa, are the most common. Understanding these visas, their durations, entries, and costs is key to your trip planning. So the L visa is for tourism. For example, this is the ideal visa for a 2-week vacation to explore Beijing, Shanghai. It's typically granted for 30 to 60 days, with single, double, or multiple entries. Costs can vary, but a single entry visa might cost around $140 for US citizens. And the G visa is designed for travelers transiting through China to a third country. For instance, if you have a layover in Beijing on your way to Japan, you might need a G visa. This visa is typically valid for stays of up to 7 days and is generally cheaper, ranging from $30 to $70 depending on the nationality. There are also business, student, work, family reunion, and crew visas, which we will talk about in the future. Now, let's move on to an important part of the visa application process. That is, preparing your documents. Having all the necessary paperwork in order will streamline your application and help avoid any delays. First off, make sure that passport of yours is valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay in China. It should have at least 2 blank visa pages and, of course, no damage or alterations, because they won't accept it otherwise. Now, let's dive right in. You are going to need the Chinese visa application form. Sounds pretty obvious, right? You can download it from the embassy or consulate website. Guys, be sure to fill it out accurately and legibly. Double check all your details. Any mistakes or incomplete sections can delay your application or even get it rejected. Next up are your passport-sized photos. You'll need 2 recent color photos taken against a white background. Make sure your face is fully visible, no hats or sunglasses, please. And the photo size should measure 48mm multiply 33mm. And if you are applying for specific visa types like the business or family reunion visa, you are going to need an invitation letter. This should include details like the purpose and duration of your visit and details of the inviting party like their full name, address, and contact information. Next, you'll need to provide proof of your accommodation in China. It could be a hotel booking or a rental agreement. If you are staying with friends or family, you'll need an invitation letter from them and a copy of their ID. And don't forget about your travel itinerary. You will need to provide a copy of your round-trip flight bookings and a detailed itinerary of your planned activities and travel dates within China. Last but certainly not least, you'll need to provide proof of financial sustainability for your stay in China. This could be in the form of recent bank statements, payslips, or an employment confirmation letter detailing your salary. Sounds like a lot, right? But don't worry, just stay organized and you'll breeze through it. Remember, preparation is key for a smooth visa application process. In the next section, we'll discuss how and where to submit your visa application and what to expect after submission. You can download the Chinese visa application form from the official website of the Chinese embassy or consulate in your respective country. For instance, US applicants can access it from the Embassy of China in the United States website. Additionally, some countries have Chinese Visa Application Service Centers, or CVASC, which also provides downloadable forms and more information on their websites. You can easily find the nearest CVASC using a search engine. Lastly, many embassies and consulates also provide direct links to download the application forms in PDF format. Ensure you use the most updated version of the form. Alright folks, now let's dive into some pro tips to avoid common mistakes while filling out your Chinese visa application form. Listen up, because these small details can make a big difference. First things first, triple check your name, passport number, and birth date on the form. They need to match exactly with your passport. I'm talking letter for letter, number for number. Any discrepancies here could lead to unnecessary delays or even rejection. Stumbled upon a section that doesn't apply to you? Don't leave it blank. Write N/A instead. This tells them you didn't just skip or miss that part. Now, when you're filling out the form, make sure you do it clearly and cleanly. Think back to those penmanship lessons in grade school. This is where they come in handy. And don't forget to review everything before you hit the print button. And hey, you know that travel itinerary you've been daydreaming about? Get it on the form. Make sure it's detailed and realistic to avoid any confusion. They want to know what you're up to. Finally, let's talk about your passport size photo. This isn't just any selfie. It needs to meet certain specifications. Make sure it's taken against a white background with your face fully visible. No hats or sunglasses, guys. And find a proper photographer to take the photo instead of trying to take the photo yourself. Once you've got that perfect shot, attach it securely to the form with a paper clip. Remember, folks, it's all about paying attention to the details to make this process as smooth as possible. So keep these tips in mind and you'll be on your way to China in no time. Alright folks, you've got all your documents ready and your application form filled. Now what's next? You guessed it, it's time to submit your application. But how do we do that? Let's dive in. First off, let me introduce you to CVASC, that's the Chinese Visa Application Service Centers. These guys make your life easier by handling visa applications for Chinese embassies and consulates. They'll even offer expedited services for little extra fee. To get started with them, hop on to the CVASC website or just do a quick online search to find the nearest center in your area. I'll drop the link in the description below for you. Now, there are a couple ways you can submit your application. You can go old school and walk into a Chinese embassy or consulate in your country. Just a heads up, check out their official website for submission hours and any appointment requirements. Some Chinese embassies, consulates, and even CVASCs have leveled up and offer online booking systems. Just visit their official website, hunt for the visa application section, and follow their steps to book an appointment. For your folks who prefer to do things from the comfort of your home, you can mail your application to the Chinese embassy, consulate, or a CVASC. But remember, not all embassies or consulates accept mailed applications. So, double check that first. Then pack up your application with all the required documents and fees, and send it off with a reliable courier service. Don't forget to include a prepaid, self-addressed return envelope for your passport and visa. If you are submitting at a visa application center, book an online appointment if needed. Get all your documents and forms in order and head over on your appointment day with everything. Once you submit your application, you get a receipt or tracking number. Keep it safe. You need to monitor your application process. And remember, if you get lost or confused, many embassies and visa application centers have hotlines and email support. Don't hesitate to reach out to them with your questions. And that's it. You are all set to submit your Chinese visa application. Hey there, travelers. So, you've submitted your Chinese visa application, now right? Here's the rundown on what to expect next. First off, let's talk about checking your application. A lot of embassies, consulates, and visa centers have online checking systems. Simply visit their website, find the Check My Application section, punch in your application reference and passport numbers, and voila, you've got your status. And remember, keep that receipt or check-in number close. No online checking? No worries. Shoot them an email or give them a call. Remember to keep it short and sweet for quicker response. Now let's talk outcomes. If you get the green light, you'll hear from them via email, phone, or the handy online checking system. You can either pick up your visa in person or get it mailed if you used a courier service. Sometimes they might need more info or documents from you. If this happens, respond as soon as possible with the requested stuff. And if your application gets a thumbs down, don't panic. Check out the reasons for rejection, fix any errors, and try again. If you are still scratching your head, consider reaching out to a visa service agency for advice, or contact the embassy or consulate directly. And there you have it, your post-submission guide in a nutshell. Alright folks, so your Chinese visa application is processed, and it's time to gather up that sweet paperwork. Let's talk about collection and accuracy verification. If you are going in person, the embassy or visa application service center will ping you when your visa is ready. Remember to take the receipt or pickup slip you got when you applied. Check the collection hours online to save time. If you've opted for mail service, keep an eye out for your notification. Your passport with the visa will come back through the courier service you provided a prepared envelope for. Check the shipments to know when it will arrive and make sure someone's there to receive it. Now the real deal, checking the visa for accuracy. Double check your name, birth date, and passport number. Make sure your gender and nationality are correct. Verify the visa types, L for tourist, M for business, and the number of entries granted. Check the visa's validity period and the maximum number of days you can stay per visit. Any remarks or additional conditions? Understand them. Spotted an error? No worries. Contact the embassy or visa center immediately. Provide your passport number, visa application reference, and error details. They'll guide you on how to get the error corrected. Do this ASAP to avoid any delays. And that's it, folks. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Remember, keep it organized and you'll breeze through it. Alright, folks, before we wrap up, let's go over some golden nuggets to help you cruise through the Chinese visa application process. First up, when is the best time to apply? Dodge the seasonal rush, folks. We are talking Chinese New Year, Golden Week, and summer holidays. These times are busy, so aim to get your application in 1 or 2 months in advance if you are planning to travel during these crazy periods. And hey, an early bird gets the worm, right? It leaves you with some wiggle room for any unexpected hiccups. Next, let's talk about planning. Get a head start, folks. As soon as you've got a travel plan, start gathering your documents and filling out that application form. Make a checklist, tick off tasks as you complete them. And remember, double, triple, quadruple, check everything. Get a friend or family member to look over it too. 2 heads are better than 1, right? Now let's tackle the common pitfalls. Incomplete or wrong info, low quality photos, missing documents, not allowing enough processing time, ignoring instructions. These are all big no-nos. Make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Folks, follow the official guidelines. Get your photos taken professionally. Check and double-check your documents and apply with plenty of time to spare. Remember, each embassy or visa center might have their own unique instructions. Read them, follow them. By planning ahead, dodging common mistakes, and applying at the right time, you are upping your chances for a successful visa application. This prep time means you can kick back and dream about the exciting parts of your upcoming trips to China. So folks, let's go to it and get you ready for your big adventure. We know that applying for a visa can be a daunting process, but with the right preparation and understanding of the steps involved, you can navigate it smoothly and successfully. Remember to start early, double-check all your information, and stay organized throughout the process. Thank you for watching our guide on applying for a Chinese visa. We hope you found this video helpful and that it provides you with the confidence and knowledge you need to get your visa and embark on your journey to China. Best of luck with your visa application process. We wish you safe travels and an amazing time exploring all the incredible experiences China has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and guides. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll be happy to help. Happy travels!